Will you be able to see the screen? Will you be able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here we have seen last class about profiles, right? These are the profiles M1, M2, M3, H1, H2, H3, C1, C2, sorry, C1, C3, H2, H3, A2, A3. These are the profiles we have seen. The backwater profiles like mild slope, steep slope, critical slope, horizontal slope, and adverse slope. So in this you have seen the profiles. What should be the normal depth line, critical depth line, and where the profile should come here. Now we will see one problem to identify the type of the profile. See, take this problem. You see the problem, a rectangular channel with a wide bottom width of 4 meter and a bottom slope of 0.00008, which means that S naught is equal to 0.008, which has a discharge of 1.5 meter cube per second. And in a gradually varied flow in this channel, at certain depth, at certain location, the depth is found to be 0.3 meter. Assume n is equal to 0.016. What type of GVF profile exists in this one? Okay. Now we have to find out what is the normal depth y naught. So normal depth y naught is equal to 5. So you have a table for the computation of q into n divided by s naught into v raised to 8 by 3. So this is the value of 5. I will show you where is the table actually. This table is showing the values of this y naught is the normal depth. So y naught by b for various values of y naught by b. So for value of 5, you can find out what is y naught by b. So by interpolation, you can take this. I will show you the table. So q is the discharge, n is the roughness coefficient, s naught is the wet slope, b is the breadth of the channel. If you substitute all the values, you will be getting the function phi is equal to 0.0213. Now, we will go to the table. So here you can see the table which shows the values of phi for trapezoidal channel as well as for we can see the values of phi for a rectangular channel as well trapezoidal channel. So you can see the values of phi here with various values of m. M is equal to 1.5 to 2.5 and you can see phi is equal to function of eta naught and m. So it is represented by and gives you the normal depth in rectangular and trapezoidal channels. So phi is equal to function of n into q divided by square root of s naught b raised to 8 by 3 and eta naught is y naught by b. Y naught is normal depth, b is the breadth of the channel. When it is a rectangular channel, take m is equal to 0. Otherwise, m represents side slope 1 in n. So 1 in 2, 1 in 3, 1 in 1.5. So that represents your 1 in n is represented by m. So when m is equal to 0 corresponds to rectangular channel. Okay. So you can get the values of eta naught is equal to y naught by b. Here this eta naught. These are the various values of phi. So now you can see what is the phi corresponding value of phi. You can find out what is the eta naught. Now you go back to our previous problem. So here is our problem. Phi is equal to qn divided by square root of s naught b raised to 8 by 3. You have computed 0.02 and for this corresponding value of phi 0.0213 you are finding what is your y naught by b from the table. So by interpolation you are finding y naught by b. Y naught by b is here 0.1065. Okay. Now find out what is your y naught. Y naught is equal to 0.1065 into b. So we will get what is your normal depth now. Okay. Now what is a critical depth? Critical depth is by c. Critical depth is q is equal to small q is the discharge per unit width. So discharge per unit width is capital Q by b. So you have find out what is your discharge per unit width. Now that YC is equal to, for rectangular channel, we have seen the derivation, YC is equal to Q square G the whole raised to 1 by 3. This is for rectangular channel. Now you can substitute for YC and find out what is your critical depth. Okay. Now critical depth is 0.243 meter. Q is equal to 0.375 meter cube per second per meter, and G you are substituting. You are finding what is your critical depth. Now what is the type of profile? What is for Y naught? Y naught is 0.426 meter. That is normal depth. Critical depth is 0.243. When your normal depth is greater than critical depth, then what is the channel slope? It is a mild slope channel according to the condition. I think you have seen the conditions in the previous class in the table. When the normal depth is greater than critical depth, then the channel is a mild slope channel. But what is your Y is given? Actually, the depth at a certain location is found to be 0.3 meter. Now, where is this 0.3 meter actually? 0.3 meter is in between 0.2 and your 0.426, which means that between critical depth line and normal depth line. So, your normal depth line is middle, critical depth line is upper, and your Y is in between normal depth line and critical depth line. So, when Y is in between Y naught and YC, then you can say this is a M2 profile. It is a M2 profile. How? I will write it here. Just see the board. சக்தி ஜெயலட்சுமி மேம்கிட்ட ஒரு பென் இருக்கும், ரைட்டிங் பென் ஒன்று வச்சுருப்பாங்க, அதை வாங்கிட்டு வாங்க. இந்த பென் நல்லது. ஸ்க்ரீனில் எழுதுகிற பென்னு சொல்லுங்கள், டெஸ்க்டாப் ஸ்க்ரீனில் எழுதுகிற பென்னு சொல்லுங்கள். ஜஸ்ட் அ மினிட். You can see the profile now. Normal depth line, critical depth line. What are the depths of normal depth line and critical depth line? So for the given problem, one note. So now you can see here, phi for the values of phi, that is qn by square root of s naught b raised to 8 by 3, you have found out what is your normal depth. And y naught by b from the table you have computed. Now y naught is 0.426. So this is a normal depth line. Now normal depth line is 0.426. Normal depth line is okay, it's not working. So here you can see the normal depth line is y naught, which is 0.426, and what is your yc? Critical depth is 0.243. Now y naught is greater than yc, hence this is a mild slope profile. Under mild slope profile, what is your y? For the given problem, y is given as 0.3 meter. So 0.3 meter, which lies in between the zone 2, that is in between NDL and CDL. So hence your y naught is greater than yc, hence it is a mild slope channel, and y is 0.3 meter, which is greater than yc but less than y naught, hence it is a M2 profile. So you have classified the profile as M2 profile. Okay, and this is for a rectangular channel. Similarly, for trapezoidal channel, we can analyze different flow condition. So this is another problem we will see.
ஒன் நோட் எடு.
ஒன் நோட்ல தான் வருமா? நான் இதுல போய் ஓபன் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
எதுலனாலும் வரும். ஓகேயா?
ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணிடுறேன்.
இருக்கும் அந்த ட்ராவை கட் பண்ணிட்டு
Okay.
மூடினா
Okay, this next problem. This is the next problem. In this rectangular channel is 4 meter wide, which has a Manning's coefficient of 0.025, and discharge Q is equal to 6 meter per second. Discharge For a discharge of Q 6 meter per second in this channel, identify the possible type of GVF profile. So there have been two slopes which has been given. One is 0.004, another one is 0.005. So identify the possible GVF profile produced in the following break-in grades, which means that there is a slope of 0.004, which means that that is a mild slope. Then there is a steep slope. So here it is 0.0004, and there is a break-in grade 0.015. So how the water profile changes. So this is going to be the first part of the problem. Then second one is 0.005 to 0.004. Maybe there is a mild slope and then upslope. So here it is here it will be like this. Point 004 to 0.004. Maybe 0.005 to 0.004. So here also you have a break in grades. So there's a break in grades. Because of that, how the profile changes. So now you know the discharge. So discharge per unit width is Q is equal to, small q is equal to 6 divided by 4. So you'll be getting what is the discharge per unit width. Then after computing this, find out what is the critical depth. Yc is equal to Q square by G is whole raised to 1 by 3. Now you know what is the critical depth. Critical depth is 0.612 meter. Now normal depth calculation is Q1 divided by square root of S0 divided by B into B raised to 8 by 3. So substitute the value of Q N, Manning's N, then S0 is keep as such S0, then B is 4 meter. Now substitute all the values, get the equation in terms of S0. Now using this relation, normal depth for various cases, you would draw the table. S0 is 0.00004 to 0.015. This is the first case. Okay, another case is 0.005 to 0.004. This is the second case. Now find out what is the value of S0 for the corresponding value of S0. Find out what is your phi. So phi is equal to Qn divided by S0. So S0 you substitute and get the value of phi. Once if you are getting phi, then from the table you find out what is your Y0 by B from the table. So from the table, if you get 0.4764, then from that you can multiply with B and you'll be getting what is your Y0. Y0 B is from the table 3A1. That is up from the table which is given 5 versus Y0 by B for various values of M. So here you have to take M is equal to 0 for a rectangular channel. Okay. Now we have found out the value of Y0, normal depth. So for 0.00004, normal depth is 1.906. 0.015 normal depth is 0.54, and for 0.005 normal depth is 0.78. So you have computed the normal depth. Okay. Now what is the profile actually? How to estimate the profile? Type of a profile? So here you can see for first Y0, YC and Y02, the type of grade changes. First one, you have 1.906 meter for Y1, Y01, which means normal depth 1. This is normal depth 2, 0.54 meter. And the critical depth is 0.612 meter. So how the grade is changing actually? How the grade changes? So initially 1.906 Y0 is greater than YC. So in that case, it is mild slope profile, mild. Then second case, for the second normal depth, it is. So I will draw the diagram here. Let us see. So first normal depth line is 1.906 meter. Okay, and the critical depth line is in between somewhere here. It is 0.612 meters. So this is NDL, this is CDL. When NDL is greater than CDL, it is a mild slope. So it is mild slope profile. Then second condition, it is changing the slope. So initially some slope, say S1, another slope is S2. So for S1 slope, it is a mild slope profile. Then for S2 profile, your normal depth is changing to, this becomes NDL, 0.54 meter. But CDL remains same. CDL is 0.612 meter. Okay. Now what is this condition actually? This is when CDL is greater than NDL, it is a steep surface profile. So there is a break in grade. It changes from mild slope to steep slope. So what type of grade change it is? Mild to steep. And what are the possible profiles? Possible profile is M2 to S2. Why? Because M2, the depth of water is given as, is there any depth of water is given? 4 meter is this, okay. Then the possible profile is from the second zone. So from M2 profile to S2 profile is the possible profile here. You can see here the profile is because it can happen. The flow is, this is one, second zone, this is third zone. Similarly here first zone, second zone, third zone. So possibility is from water is from M2 profile to, so this is going to be your water surface profile. So water is changing like this. This is going to be your bed profile. So water profile is changing from M2 to S2. Okay. So these are the conditions for the first case. Similarly, for the second case, find out what is the normal depth, find out what is the critical depth, and find out what is the Y2 for different slopes. This is for S1, this is for S2. Okay. Now, how the slope is changing? It is changing from mild to milder. So it is mild to milder because, why? Because now see the critical depth line and see the critical depth line and normal depth line. So see the critical depth line and normal depth line here. So here is your profile. So you can see your normal depth is 0.78 meter. Now this is going to be your normal depth, 0.78 meter. And what is your critical bed? Sorry, your critical slope, critical line is, this is your NDL. NDL is 0.78 meter and CDL is 0.612 meter. So this is YC, this is Y0 for the second case. Again, NDL is YC is lesser than Y0, hence it is mild slope. Slope is going to be mild slope. But how it is changing? So second break in grade is, so there is a slope change in which you have the normal depth is 1.906. So 1.78 meter is changing to 1.906 meter is your normal depth line. Okay. And what is the critical depth line? Critical depth line is same. 0.612 meter. Okay. So normal depth line is same 0.78 to 1.906. But this remains same 0.612 and 0.612. So how the slope profile will be? It will be same, mild to milder, because water surface profile is M1 profile. Okay, it is actually above the normal depth line, and hence it is changing from mild to mild. So it is possible type of profile is M1 profile. That is a possible type of a profile. So similarly, you can do many problems in this. You can identify the type of profile for both rectangular and trapezoidal channels, and what type of profile it has. Then suppose there are different slopes in series, okay, and you have to estimate what could be the backwater profile in this case. So here you can see a trapezoidal channel. We'll see one problem in this trapezoidal channel, just a series of reaches. Can see this problem. A trapezoidal channel which has three reaches ABC, which is connected in series with the following properties. So bed width is given, side slope is given, bed slope is given, and Manning's n value is given. Okay. Now you need to estimate what is the normal depth and critical depth. Identify the profile. Okay. How to mark the various controls. How the channel reaches will be. So here you need to have these two tables. Already I have seen tables. Table 3A, which gives you the different values of phi and different values of eta naught. So how we can classify the reach? You can see for a given discharge 22.5 meter cube per second through this channel, you have to sketch the water surface profile. So length of the reach can be assumed to be sufficiently long for the GVF profile to develop fully. And you have to compute the normal depth and critical depth for the reach AB and BC. And it should be calculated using the table. So you know the table like here. The reach is given, phi value is known, Qn divided by S naught B raised to 8 by 3, and you have given value of M also. Now you have to consider this as a trapezoidal channel. Take the value of M, substitute and find out what is your Y naught B from the table. So this you are calculating from the table. This Y naught by B, phi versus Y naught by B. So from table 3A. Okay, from appendix, it is available in the book itself. We can refer this and find out what is the value of Y naught by B. So now B is known to you, width of the channel is known to you, width of the channel is given to you, and hence you are multiplying. Width is 4 meter width, bed width is given, and you are multiplying and you are getting the value of Y naught by Y naught, values of Y naught. So values of Y naught you are actually finding out. Okay. Now you know the value of Y naught here, and the Q into M raised to 1 by 5, 1.5 divided by root of G into B raised to 2.5. Now substitute the values of for finding out the critical depth. For finding out the critical depth, now M into YC by B. So reach A is a mild slope because you are calculating what is the critical depth for the trapezoidal channel using the equation. Now we are finding out M into YC by B. This is from the table 3A.1, 3A.2. Find out what is the critical depth. Now, after finding the critical depth, calculate, see, find out which channel is. So Y naught is greater than YC. Y naught is 0.566, YC is 1.316. And hence, reaches B and C are steep slope because both are higher, 1.316. Steep slope channels, and reach B is steeper than reach C because here reach B you are having 0.2 and 0.296, here 1.3 and 1.3, both are steeper, and hence you have to draw the lines. Now you see the line. First one is normal depth line. Normal depth line is your air channel from section A. Your normal depth line is 2.264. and critical depth is 2.264, critical depth is 1.316. Okay, and that is from A to B. And again at section B, what you are having is there's a break in grade, and at section B you have 0.203 is your normal depth line, and 0.812 is your normal depth line, and 1.316 is your critical depth line. Again, your critical depth line is greater. So earlier, your normal depth line is 2.26. Now normal depth line 2.6 meter is reduced to how much is your normal depth line? Is reduced to 0.812 meter. So 2.2 to 0.812. From normal depth here, it has been reduced to this much. This much is the reduction. Now, what happened? This is your normal depth line now. Now, what happened? In critical depth line is 1.316, and here also your critical depth line is 1.316 for the second reach also. Now, what happened? You are having a slope profile. Initially, this water depth is above normal depth line M2 profile, and your change of slope is from M2 to again comes to M1. Okay, so you can see here the critical depth line is drawn at 1.316 meter above the bed level, and the controls you are marking. So reach A will have M2 drawdown curve, and reach B you have S2 drawdown curve, and reach C you have S3 rising curve. You can see reach 3 is CDL greater than NDL, and the curve is changing from M3 to M2. So there is a jump. So you can see the change of slope from mild slope to steeper mild and milder mild. So there are three controls. Here there is a jump just because of the sluice or a gate. So like this, you can classify the different reaches. So over the length of say 3 to 4 kilometers or 10 to 15 kilometers, you can plot the entire profile and find out how the profile is changing at various slopes. So is there any change in the bed slope or is there any change in the grade?
Ma'am, can we have another?
What time is up?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Okay, I'll close here. We'll continue tomorrow. Yeah, thank you.